So, this is welcome. Oh, wait. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the human experiment. My name is Quincy. I'm trying a very different format this time around. Oh, god damn it. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. This probably might be better in a podcast format. Good morning, everyone. My name is Quincy, and welcome to the human experiment. I'm trying a little bit of a different format. I'm going to be doing the I talk to you format while I'm shooting behind a ring light, a camera, and then, of course, recording my voice through this Blue Audio. And, of course, I'm wearing contacts, and I have my best dress. No, I'm just kidding. I actually have just my work clothes on. But it's early in the morning here. I wasn't intending on this kind of being like a morning show, but I figured with every single episode, you guys can kind of see the evolution of what's going on. This also gives me an easier gauge to not get distracted, because the last video that I did, and those of you who are listening to it on the podcast, the last video I did was actually, it was through Zoom. I was just recording through Zoom. I had mentioned before that I'm not so tech savvy. And funny enough, as I was waking up this morning and going to my computer, starting this vitamin shop. And so I guess those of you who are just tuning in, I am an entrepreneur. I am doing kind of this human experiment with supplements that I've been taking. And then, of course, I am starting a supplement shop. So a lot of times, people don't know me. When it comes to business, I usually build businesses off of things that I like and whatever's kind of current in the moment. So when I talk to my business partners, it's always like, oh, I like marketing, or I like video games, or I enjoy listening to podcasts, or start a podcast. I like nutrition stores, all these great things. But I think going through this process actually really helps me, because it sorts out my thoughts. You get the candid version of me. A lot of people who are watching this will not be my friends. I'm hoping not be my family, so I won't be judged so harshly, because it is very difficult to do things like this. As social and charismatic as I can be, it does become very difficult. And just to iterate, the human experiment, of course, is my process going through different trials and tribulations that include business, that includes my health. I've had irritable bowel syndrome, supposedly. I just read an article yesterday about a gal in the UK who thought she had irritable bowel syndrome, and then she ended up having her second kid, and they ended up finding out that it was colon cancer. So yesterday, me and my employees were actually talking about colon cancer, and I was like, maybe I should get a colonoscopy. But they're always thinking that you're too young to have one. Anyone who's under 40 needs to just let it go. And then they lowered the age to 45 now instead of 50. And I think it's because more and more people are getting colon cancer. And for me, I am a very heavy duty hypochondriac. A lot of people who know me know that I'm a hypochondriac. So I take incredible measures to try to fix things. So like losing weight, I'm taking this really great artichoke extract, which is helping with my liver detox. So it's kind of cool. It's like a milk thistle. I'll bring it next time. Milk thistle, artichoke extract. It has turmeric and a lot of other different, extracts that would help in terms of, healing your liver, protecting your liver against oxidation, because every time that we process, foods, everything goes through our liver. So fat, all of that. So when taking this supplement, it actually helps to protect it against free radicals, and it also allows you to just give your body a break. And some of the supposed benefits are, weight loss. I have a big belly. You can't see that on video, but it's kind of slimming down. Actually, in the past 3 days, it's slimmed down quite a bit. And then artichoke extract actually allows you to produce more bile, which helps to break down food a little bit better. I'm in no means and no way a medical expert, but it's what the good doctor was saying in that video that I almost fell for her pills, but there seemed to be some merit. I was doing some research on artichoke extract, and it does seem to be like one of those key ingredients that help protect your liver, and then also allows it to kind of process all the day-to-day toxins that come through your body. People also don't know this about me, and this is probably why it's going to be on the podcast, is that I also have fatty liver, which of course, and I've had it since I was a kid, like maybe 12, and I never understood exactly what it was or even thought to prevent it or cure it until, one day you're just like, I have this problem, and you Google it and you're like, oh wow, this solution is easy as this, and it's just a magic pill. And surprisingly enough, and I don't want to, make this a little bit like a miracle, but I took the pill and, my belly is shrinking. I did realize that I had lost quite a bit of weight. So through the journey, I've been actually experiencing a lot of positive change, taking this, artichoke extract and also this milk thistle in combination. And it's only been 3 to 4 days. And of course, again, this is what the human experiment is all about. So I can talk about this. We can try different things out. As I mentioned before, I am launching a nutrition website. So all of you guys get to kind of try some of this and see how it works for yourself. None of it is, of course, backed by the FDA, but I don't think too many nutritional over-the-counter supplements are. So, at least you get to kind of test it out for yourself. I am starting a website for the nutrition website. It is called levelupself.com. I was thinking about the Level Up Self or Level Up the Level Up Self. Go level up yourself. Maybe I should do that. Actually, I should look for that URL. Actually, oh man, these are some of the great moments I think in starting business, when you kind of think about a name and you're kind of like, what name would work for this? So I think before it publishes, I better purchase the domain. I do purchase all my domains from GoDaddy. That is not a plug, but and I don't know how dark this is. I never even did a screen test for this. Shucks. And again, this is what you can expect, probably 10-15 minutes in if you're still listening. This is a very raw, unedited podcast. I am trying to increase the quality for you guys, because nobody wants to watch a blurry, Asian person, with glasses. And I will continually work on the quality. I can tell you that because I'm just that type of person, but I kind of want to not have the full on commitment, like people expecting things of me, because I don't owe you anything. And I don't expect anyone else to expect anything from me. The internet is a harsh place, so I do expect a lot of criticism. At the same time, I'm still my person, and as long as, people are kind of taking things with a grain of salt, doing their own research, looking into what works for them, because everybody is different. I just am kind of like a compass. For me personally, I mean, even age, ethnicity, like all these different things come into play, energy levels, they're all things that incorporate into a whole equation. So you can't just kind of do a one size fits all. That being said, this extract is amazing. Not trying to push it too hard, but I feel a lot better. My energy, actually, I pulled a triple shift, if that's even a real thing, because I wake up in the morning, work with the East Coast, and then after that all the people from Hawaii wake up, and then I work with the people from Hawaii, have all my meetings, and then the next day what I do is, well, not the next day. The next phase is happens around 4 o'clock, where I go to me and my business partner's restaurant called Bing Bros. We go over there, and then I just manage the restaurant location. And it was a project that we started back in April. We serve jianbing, which is a Chinese street crepe. I don't expect any of you guys to know that, but if you guys Google it, I wouldn't be offended. And then we do the day-to-day. If you're used to kind of working at a restaurant, you prep all your stuff, you inventory all your products. We work with customers. Yesterday we needed a micro USB cord for the DoorDash or the Uber Eats. Oh no, Bite Squad. No, wait, which one are we on? I don't remember. Grubhub. And then Grubhub, you got to charge the tablet. You take phone orders. It's actually very exciting. Something that that is so different from what I'm used to, because normally in a business, what I do is marketing, service. I own products and product websites, e-commerce sites. I help different clients. So owning a restaurant actually created a new type of interest for me, because because it was different. Restaurant industry is different just as much as drawing and producing art and selling cars. Like, all of this is different, and I think when you're in the industry, you don't know until you know. Medical is different. It was funny because we did serve a few nurses, and when I was talking to them, I was just so surprised, because the nurses themselves, they're so they spend most of the time in their world. So a lot of times when you talk about certain things such as business, they may not necessarily know what business is. I have a good friend that has a business in Virginia, and for his company, he recruits for medical staff. And I was talking to him, and I said, hey, like, you doing the business thing, like, have you heard of this? Have you done this before? And I guess 9 times out of 10, he may not have heard about it, because business in itself is a completely different world than, trying to save someone's life. And, I commend all those frontline workers that are helping us out during these times. And hopefully, not to bring COVID into this, but I'm really hoping that in Hawaii, we're going to be releasing the mask mandate. Although I do want to keep it to stay safe. I think, if this does turn into an endemic in the next couple of months, I do believe that moving forward, people will be wearing masks if they're sick. People will be wearing masks if they have symptoms or they're symptomatic. I feel like that should be where we're headed into in terms of loosening restrictions. So, obviously it's affecting a lot of us here in the business. Of course, you need your vaccine card. A lot of people don't want to get vaccinated. I'm lucky that our business is kind of like a grab and go business. I do want to throw in some video, but I can't because I'm too busy for that kind of stuff. But I will, assure you that I'm going to try to edit this a little bit better. And, I bet you if you watched episode 1, you could see how the quality has changed quite significantly. And my eyes are actually literally tearing up because of the ring light. So I think with that, again, this is Quincy with the Human Experiment. Join me, subscribe, but join me in my journey to, experiment on myself, both in health, business, and all these great things. I think this is a great concept. I really like the name. I can't just pat myself on the back, enough. So if you're listening to this, on Spotify, then you get to enjoy me just kind of talk to myself for a good 20 to 30 minutes. I am using this also as a promotional tool for the new nutrition website that I am going to put up. And hopefully at the end of the day, I got a compliment yesterday, which was kind of nice, especially, at a later age, you really don't get too much compliments. Not saying that I'm a sad soul. I compliment myself quite a bit, but it was just nice to kind of hear those compliments, after so long of being just like fat, people telling you you're fat, and people like, you really should lose weight. It's really bad for your health. And it's not like I don't know these things. I know these things, but obviously, your brain just doesn't work the way you want it to. And we'll save that for another episode. Thank you and have a good day.